Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Home Studio Simplified channel. Today we're going to be going over a mix from the May contest winner. I'll get it right here soon. So yeah, the May contest winner, we're going to go over their mix, kind of do a little bit of critiquing on it, show you some things that I might do to improve upon it. And this is the new format around here. So instead of getting a free mix and master, which is very time consuming, I'm able to do this and still help people. So let's go ahead and let's dive into this today. So if you're new to this channel, then maybe this is your first time here, this channel is all about simplifying the complexities of the home studio and helping you create professional sounding music in a less than professional space. The motto around here is that we can dream alone, we can even create alone, but together we can achieve so much more. And a lot that is achieved around here would not be possible without the generosity and the help from our sponsor. Let's give a huge shout out to the ProMix Academy. Today's video is sponsored in part by the ProMix Academy. The ProMix Academy offers affordable courses from mentors, world-class engineers, Grammy winners, and multi-platinum selling producers. And with the resources available on the ProMix Academy, you can learn how to create radio-ready mixes from the comfort of your own home studio. Most of the courses also offer multi-tracks that you can then add to your portfolio and begin to build out your business. Follow the link in the description of this video to head on over to the ProMix Academy today and start learning the skills that are needed to take your hobby or your business to the next level. All right, so we are here. We are rocking and ready. And now it's time to reveal who was the winner of the May song contest. Actually, this individual's in the chat, so that's very cool too. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the May song contest is none other than our good friend Paul. Yes, and this is his song, Giving Up on Me. So we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a deep dive into this today, figure out maybe some things that we might do to improve upon it, if anything at all. Nothing else, we'll just take another listen to it because the song was really good. So in case you haven't been aware of this new format change, basically this is like a mixed critique. This is like what, if someone had, contracted me out to do this, this would normally be like a $50 fee where I would actually do a video where I would record what I would change in your mix to make it better, send you back the video, and then you could make those changes on the other end. So yes. Wrong one. Congratulations, 𝗵𝗲 or Paul, aka Zion Roots, aka Paul. Yeah, so this is the song. Let's go ahead and give it a listen in the state that it's in, and we'll kind of show you some things that we're going to do to it. But first and foremost, if you have not liked the video yet already, maybe there's no reason to like it yet, so that's why you haven't. But if you like if you're picking up what I'm putting down, then go ahead and give this video a like, just out of faith that it's going to be a good video. Thank you so much for showing up today. And let's give a little bit of a shout out here to some individuals that are in the chat. Let's go ahead and let's pull up here and see who is in this chat. We got Mark L. Of course, we got PAL or Paul, Mark George, DJ Big Red 81. Of course, Mark and DJ are stream staples. Crackly Software becoming a stream staple. Kev Gresham, very much so a stream staple. Disc Jedi Panoramics has definitely, he's kicked it up there a notch. So good to see you, buddy. Jonathan Hamlet, good to see you up in here. Herky Acuff, of course, Micah, good to see you. Kev Gresham, and it looks like a Paul Brace. Hey, what's going on, brother? DM Pictures, good to see you in here. If you're still here, he might have left after he realized that I've got rid of all of the raw track reactions. Paul Morgan, good to have you in here. Old Bell, and I think that's the last one that I see, unless someone else has snuck in here on me. The Billionaire, hey, how's it going? And Hard On Fishing, good to see you here. Also becoming a stream staple. So good to have each and every one of you. And yeah, Mark says, congratulations. Mark L says, took away the big poppy. I like to change it up. Oh, good deal. Okay. So Mark L, aka Big Poppy, is all up in here. All right. So good to see each and every one of you. Oh, and Michael Wilson Project. Yes. How could I forget you? You did slip in past the sort of under the radar there. And I thought I'd said your name, but apparently I did not. My apologies. So, yeah, so good to have each and every one of you. Let's take a listen to the song on where it's at right now, and let's kind of gauge what we can do with it. Before we get started, however, actually, first, this was a Cakewalk bundle file. So what you're seeing on the screen, if you're a Cakewalk user, you can actually condense your mix, your project down to what's called a bundle file. And if you send that to another Cakewalk user, they can open it up on their end, and they will have basically they will see on your screen or on their screen what you see on your screen. Now, if you own plugins that they don't have, you can actually freeze the tracks, and it will bake that plugin into the track itself, which is a great way for you to actually be able to share mixes or to collaborate with one another. So yet again, it's just another great point for using Cakewalk. Okay, now let's give this a listen. My bad. It looks like I have the desktop audio muted. My apologies. Let's try that again. Okay, so right off the bat, one of the first things that I see that is lacking in the mix that really could be more upfront and present would be this bass. And I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that I'm going to be able to do this without destroying the track itself. And I think there is. I think actually if I go in here and create another audio track, I'm almost positive if it still works this way, that I can actually take and click and drag this and it will create an audio file. Yes, it did. So now that's the audio file of the bass guitar track unfrozen, so that I can then be able to manipulate it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little manipulation. What's your station? That made no sense, by the way. All right, let's turn this on. Let's turn this on. Let's get some console emulation going on. Let's crank it up first and foremost.
Seems like the whole world is giving up on me. Seems like the whole world is giving up on me.
Okay, so already by changing the console emulation to the A type, which I call it the aggressive type, we've actually gained a little bit more clarity in the bass, because now we have more saturation in the bass, which then sort of gives us those sympathetic frequencies. It gives us these harmonic frequencies that we didn't have, this harmonic information that was needed. And that's what I was already going to reach for anyway, was a little bit of saturation to begin with. But I want to take a look at this EQ really quick. As the audio engine freezes up and stops on me. That's cool of it. Thanks for doing that. Could be the weather here. We've had some weird weather going on. Or it could be it's trying to auto-save it as well. That's usually why my projects here lately, I've actually been having more hang-ups, and I think that's why. All right, so I'm going to high-pass filter this at 40. Maybe. Wow.
Seems like the whole world is giving up on me. Seems
Okay.
like the whole world is giving up on me. Seems like the whole world has had enough of me. But I can't go on believing. No, I can't go on.
Okay, we're going to throw some saturation on here.
That it's me you're hurting. That it's me you're leaving. Your love, it don't matter. Everyone's talking to me, but I can't hear what they say. They're laughing at me now, but I can't hear what they say. They can run away, leave me here. They can run away, leave me here. Yes, they can run away.
Okay, so already it is already starting to gain more clarity in the bass. And that's one of the biggest things that immediately leaped out at me. If we go back to the original bass, so let's mute this now. This is the original bass.
Seems like the whole world is giving up on me.
Seems like the CPU gave up on him.
Seems like the whole world
Okay, and this is the new bass.
giving up on me. Seems like the whole world has had enough of me.
So you'll notice on the original bass, there was a little bit of like this extra wool going on, woolly sound. It's like a almost too much. And the bass itself, like there was a lack of clarity. So there was like a lot of bass, but not enough bass. It's weird how bass frequencies work. But with a little bit of a change that I did there, which by adding basically some harmonic saturation, I then went back in, added some more harmonic saturation with the analog track box. This is a stock plugin with Cakewalk. And I literally just loaded up L bass guitar 1 as the preset, turned up the amount of tube saturation, and that was literally it. Oh, I turned down the output just a little bit. And I've actually turned this down now. It was up at 1.2 or negative 1.2. It's now at -4. So I've actually turned it down by 3 dBs and actually got more clarity and focus out of it. Exactly, Kev.
Seems like the whole world is giving up on me.
Okay, so next I'm going to work on these strings. I'm going to go ahead and remove this old bass track here. I'm going to work on these strings next because I feel like they're an integral part of this mix that's not being well utilized. So what I would do in this instance is yet again reach for some form of saturation. So in this case, I'm going to go with the TL64 tube leveler. This is yet again another tube saturation plugin. And actually this was created by a gentleman that I need to get here on the show. I've reached out to him, 𝗵𝗲 𝗪𝗀, I think is his name. But he worked with Cakewalk all the way back like 30 years ago. And he actually created this plugin for them. And so we're going to use this in a sense to, grungy bass, mix warmer, vocal tube, subtle warm dirt. Yeah, warm is not really what tubular guitar. I bet this will be a good starting point. So I'm going to bypass it and then I'll bring it in as it's playing.
Seems like the whole world
So it's bypassed.
is giving up on me.
Now it's back in.
Seems like the whole world is giving up on me.
So I'm going to turn this off again.
Seems like the whole world
It's not that it's just barely inaudible.
has had enough of me.
It's also that it lacks like this three-dimensional aspect. But as soon as you turn the tube leveler on, listen. It like gets bigger, deeper, richer, fuller. Say it, salon. It's an old Saturday Night Live reference there. And the crazy thing is it's getting louder, but it's not. So when I take this plugin off, we clear this out. -13. Okay, so that actually is getting a little bit louder. Okay, that's about where it was. Now let's listen to it in context with the mix.
But I can't go on believing. No, I can't go on pretending that it's me. You're hurting.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and freeze that track just to free up some CPU. When you're doing anything like this, plus you're live streaming, it really bogs down your computer. Looks like we had a question roll in from our good friend Mark George. He says, hope you're okay, Robert. Yes, I am. Thank you very much for asking. Just was wondering, when you mix, do you have it at a low volume or fairly high? So my rule of thumb is to try to keep it at a normal listening level. A lot of times I'm mixing in headphones though, so that's a little bit difficult to keep it at a normal mixing level, but I have sort of a notch carved out here, so to speak, on my mixing board itself. And there's a certain place that I try to keep it at all the time. In fact, if I go back to the coffee cam real quick, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. You won't be able to hear me for a second, but you will be able to see what I'm talking about. So that little position right there on the fader that I just pointed to, that's where I listen to my mix from. And as you can see, there's like a midpoint line that's like a thicker line. And I usually always have this set at the line just below that. That keeps things consistent for one, but it also keeps it at a lower level than what it needs to be. Because to your point, I do try to mix at lower levels, as that allows me to hear a lot more of the real changes that are going on. When you have higher levels, it actually tricks your ears into thinking that things are sounding better when sometimes they're not. So mixing at lower levels will actually help you to get better mixes. It also is really good for balancing vocals and stuff like that. Yes, and a follow-up to that, it does help you to hear the difference between frequencies a lot better. So Crackly Software, he has a suggestion here. He says, I would duplicate the strings and shift the pitch and start point by a tiny amount to create some width. As much as I like that suggestion, I typically don't do that simply because I feel like whenever you duplicate a track and you shift it just a little bit, it throws off the mono mix of the track, and it can create some weird anomalies in stereo whenever it's folded down into mono. Case in point, actually, let me just kind of show you what I'm talking about here. Rather than just saying it, this will be a good teaching point here. So if I duplicate this track with the events that are there, okay, and we will transpose this. We'll take it down by 2 cents. Now this may take us a minute here. Anytime you duplicate the same track, you don't double track it, you run the risk of possibly having something happen within your mono. And mono mixes in and of themselves are pretty important. Okay, so it's done something weird here to the... That was weird. All right, let me hear this one. Okay, so let's now in Cakewalk, if you process something, like let's say you transpose it by 2, it's going to keep that transposition. So I'm actually going to put another 3 on there, and that will take it to 5 total. If this works properly, it should put it in the 5th harmony. And it won't sound quite as, it won't sound as if it's combating quite as much. Okay, while that's doing that, I'm going to hop over here real quick and check this out. Okay. Looks like it has, in fact, taken place. It also looks like it has, in fact... Oh, oops. All right, my apologies. I'm trying to juggle 2 or 3 different things at once here. Okay, so come on. Let's give that a listen. Okay, that's a little bit better, but just to reiterate my point, I'm now going to nudge these. Maybe. Are they locked or something? Wow, catastrophic failure. That's great. Why is that not nudging? Oh, it'll nudge like that, but it won't the other way. Wow, this is awesome. Like Cakewalk's just giving me all kinds of fits tonight. Maybe it's time to just switch to Studio One. Okay, so I think we got some nudging going on there. I think it's too much nudging now. Okay, case in point, fold that down to mono. Where is the buttons? Right here. Do you hear that? Yeah, it's like this weird, just not quite working right anymore, like it's supposed to. So, with that being said, that's why a lot of times I don't like to use that little trick. Sometimes it can be good, especially for like, what just happened? Okay. Evidently it went through. Okay. Sorry. Trying to do something else here at the same time and it's just not working out properly. So, hopefully that was able to get my point across. And it's not something that I would never do. It's just something that I don't like to do. And yes, Disc Jedi, that is a phase issue. Now, there's probably a better way that I could do that. And because I don't do it a lot, maybe I didn't do it right. I don't know. Oh, yeah, turn the snap off. Hello. That still doesn't take into account the fact that Cakewalk's freezing up on me. But anyway, so yeah, the bass, we've already taken care of that. Those strings that I felt like was an integral part of that. And then, so there's some things that I hear in this lead vocal that I wanted to address as well.
Is giving up on me. Seems like the whole world.
And this is just super simple, and literally it's just some de-essing. So we're going to duplicate the track. Okay, that created a actual audio file.
Seems like the whole world is
Okay.
giving up on me.
And let's just keep using the Cakewalk stock stuff. So we'll use the VX64
The
de-esser.
whole world is giving up on me. Seems like the whole world.
Okay. I'm going to loop that section right there until we find the actual S. I'm going to click on the listen button here, which will help me to find that S. Okay.
Seems like the whole world. Seems like the whole world.
Okay, so
Seems like the whole
this
world.
is before
Seems like the whole world.
and after.
Seems like the whole world has had enough of me. But I can't go on.
Yeah, the vocals are amazing.
believing. No, I can't go on pretending.
It's just the S's that was starting to throw me off from being able to get into the vocal as much as I could have.
That it's me believing your love, it don't matter. Everyone's talking to me, but I can't hear what they say.
Now see, right there especially, if we would have left the de-esser alone and not used it, listen to this portion where it's like a pivotal moment in this song where he's really, belting this lyric here. If I was to remove it, listen to it without.
But I can't hear what they say.
That's just almost overpowers to the point where you can't really benefit from the goodness of that lyric. Turn it back on, and this is what you get.
But I can't hear what they say.
You still hear the S, but it's just tamed down.
They're laughing at me now. But I can't hear what they say. They can't run away.
Those drums actually sound pretty good.
Leave me here. Yes, they can run.
Okay, as a guitarist, I've got to do something with this guitar as well. So I'm going to duplicate the track. This will just create an audio track underneath it. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier when I just created an audio track. I'm going to mute this one so that I can affect this one. And just going to stick with our Cakewalk tonight just to keep things sort of the same. And I want to use, let's use this tube leveler again. Tubular guitar.
Seems like the whole world is giving up on me. Seems like the whole
Okay, I lied. I'm not going to stick with Cakewalk stuff. There's a guitar involved here, though. This calls for drastic measures. Should give it just a little bit more something extra.
Leave me here, they can run away. Leave me here, yes, they can run away.
So is this a guitar solo? Okay, good. I was getting ready to say, I don't want that reverb, the big sky, I don't want that on the lead guitar, definitely. That little bit of a flam sound that you just heard there, that was from me creating this bus for the drums, because yes, I am going to put just a tad bit of reverb on there. And we'll just go with the classic Sonatus reverb. Let's see how badly I'm going to butcher these drums.
Seems like the whole world is giving up on me.
It's actually not too bad.
Seems like the whole world is giving up on me. Seems like the whole world has had enough of me. But I can't go on
Okay. Okay, so other than bringing up the vocals just a tad bit and getting them to set better in context with the mix here, I can probably just do that with a little bit of saturation again. Saturation is your friend.
But I can't hear what they say. They're all laughing at me now. But I can't hear what they say. They can't run away. Leave me here. They can't run away. Leave me here, yes they can run.
Okay, in addition to that, I think putting an extra delay on there to just underneath the already delayed vocal is going to give it more of that that sound that I'm hearing in my head. And I'll just use the same plugin right here.
Seems like the whole world is giving up on me.
Just gonna dial it in now.
Seems like the whole world is giving up on me. Seems like the whole world has had enough of me. But I can't go on believing. No, I can't go on
Awesome. So as you can see, there's a lot of clarity that's been added, a lot of things that are a little bit more punchy. These are just a few things that I might do in order to help to bring this mix to really to its next level. And they're just small changes. There's still a lot of things that I would like to address as far as making this mix sound bigger, wider, puncher, fuller. But obviously, you know, this is not a full-blown mix session here, but these are just hopefully some tips that you can take away. One of the main things I want you to take away with this is that a lot of this was just remedied by putting saturation on things. Mixing with saturation is your friend. It's definitely one thing that you're going to find is going to help you throughout your journeys as a mix engineer. I think I actually clicked save on that. I didn't want to. Oh, well. So with that being said, we are going to conclude tonight's stream, and hopefully you got something out of everything that we covered tonight. But before we go, we need to real quickly go ahead and spin the wheel of awesomeness. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't think we were going to end the stream without being clean. Whatever that means. Spin it. We have landed on a song feature. Okay, that was horrible. The whole 𝗧cie 𝗁𝗃𝗀𝗀 voice is failing the older I get. Probably because my voice doesn't sound like that at all. And I have to make that voice up. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we are going to we're going to initiate a song feature. And how we're going to do this is when I give you the go-ahead, which you should see it here in the chat here in just a minute. But when I give you the go-ahead, you are going to notice that inside the chat, there's going to be something that pops up that says, hey, we're giving away a stream or a song feature rather. And when that happens, you just type in !, capital H, capital S, and you will be entered to win. For the next 3 minutes, actually, you can do that now. Super simple. Just in your chat, enter in ! HSS. That will get you entered in to win. Disc Jedi, I like that. The real deal wheel. Well, thank you so much, Paul, for allowing me to use your song to help others. All right, so we've got some individuals who have entered to win. We've got Mocair. We've got DJ Big Red 81. We've got Crackly Software. Mark L, or Big Poppy, is also entered in to win. And it looks like Paul. No, Paul is not entered in to win. Sorry, Paul, because you put a space in between the ! and the HSS. It's fine. You still got 2 minutes to enter. Kev Gresham, Disc Jedi Panoramics, you're now entered in to win. And while we're waiting for the remaining winners to sign up, 𝗧𝗵𝗲 𝗀𝗃 just got in there. Good deal. So, Paul, if you could literally just put in exactly what they have, ! HSS without the space. Let's give some shout outs to some individuals while we're waiting on everyone to get entered. Ulrich Schmitz, Juan Carlos, Syed Ahmed, that name, and that other name, War Season, Carl, Brian, Travis. Thank you guys so much for entering in to win. Hey, Paul, you got in. Good deal. All right. So thank you all so much for recently subscribing to the channel. You guys rock. Now let's go back to picking a winner, which will happen in 50 seconds. Oxygen Less. Hey, by the way, first timer. Let's give him a round of applause. And this will allow you to see on the back end what it looks like when I pick a winner. So 30 seconds to go. All right. 25 seconds. If you have not entered yet, enter to win. And what a song feature is basically when I do another live stream like this, I will play your song for everyone to listen to, and we'll all get to bask in the glory of your song, whatever song that might be that you submit. Cool? Awesome. And okay, so the entries are now closed. We got 9 entries. Let's go ahead and pick a winner. All right, you guys ready for this? I'm going to smack this button right here. And let's see if I can zoom in and actually pick the winner. There we go. 𝗧𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗦𝗦. Congratulations. 𝗧𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗦𝗦, you have won a song feature. All you simply have to do is email that to me in either MP3 or WAV form, and then I will play that here on the next live stream. And you can email that to me at robert@homestudiossimplified.com or just homestudiossimplified@gmail.com. Awesome. Good deal. Well, I'm so glad that you guys decided to show up tonight. You could have been anywhere. You could have spent your evening with anyone, but you chose to spend it with me. And for that, I am greatly appreciative. Thank you guys so much. Before we go, I actually have something to share with you guys that I'm not sharing with a lot of other people right now. And I'm sharing this with you guys because you're my peeps. You're my homies. And you're here with me right now. And that is, well, let me make sure that I actually can share that with you. Is this it?
Hi, my name is Matthew Earwood. And
yes. That is it, but that's not the finished video. That's the... Oh, I know how I can share it with you. I can share it with you through this here. So let me go in here to... Oh, if you guys have to sign off right now, that's completely fine. I'm just simply sharing something that currently is in unlisted status. Okay. So if some of you remember correctly, I actually had started a project with the youth group here at the church. And they did a live recording of a song, and this is the promotional for that. I'd like to share that with you now. Like I said, if you have time. If not, totally get it. If you need to go, that's cool. But here it is.
Hi, my name is Matthew Earwood, and I'm the band director for our team that wrote As Mercy Unfolds. This all started last school year with our Ignite team here at our private school, Sandy Creek Christian Academy. It started as just something fun to do in the classroom to exercise writing ability, to start just expressing ourselves through music. As we started going into this project, they began to express themselves through the song from their own personal experiences. That this song, As Mercy Unfolds, it was more than just a song, but it was a testimony from these young people, speaking to the grace and the mercy of God that had unfolded in their lives and had brought them out of their situations and had given them the ability to show others that God's mercy is greater than their situation. And for me, this song, it made me start to think about the situations that I've been through and what God has done for me. And truly, this song is a reflection of their heart and my heart, that the mercy of God only will continue to unfold, as Mercy Unfolds is personal to me and to these students, and I'm so thankful that we got to do it.
My name is Silas Woolbright, and I was the lead tenor in the song As Mercy Unfolds, and I helped in the development of the lyrics. And this song, personally to me, represents all the things that me as a person have gone through and have discovered in my years of being involved in the church and in Bible quizzing. It really connected things that I hadn't understood before. Scriptures that tell us we all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. All our righteousnesses are as filthy rags. But then there's verses that say, while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. That Paul talks about, he was a blasphemer, he was a persecutor, he was injurious. But God put him into the ministry, counting him faithful. You don't have to be perfect to be used by God, you have to be willing. This song truly is and has been ordained by God. And I believe God is going to use this song to touch the hearts of people that haven't heard it yet.
Hi, my name is Anastasia March, and I was the lead alto and one of the songwriters for As Mercy Unfolds. This song to me has been something that I didn't expect to come as far as it has. When we first wrote this song, we were just trying to do something different and do something that we didn't know would be able to be done, especially by high school students. As we started writing lyrics, chorus, pre-chorus, and verses up on the whiteboard, the story began to grow and the song began to have meaning. With being able to take it from the classroom to the platform to where it is now, recorded after a live concert, was crazy. As Mercy Unfolds has lyrics that came from my heart and that I cried while singing and thinking about and just sitting over the piano trying to figure out where to go next. It says that His mercy is flowing and it's unfolding and it covers me completely. And through even the most uncertainties of my life and things that I never expected happening to me or to anyone around me, His mercy has just continued to flow and flow over my life and flow over my situations to be something that I never expected.
Hi, my name is 𝗧𝗵𝗲 𝗪𝗀, and my involvement in this was soprano. This song meant a lot to me. It has inspired me to do more, to learn new skills, learn new things. And this song, it really spoke to me because the first verse says, He changed me, He restored me. His mercy is always unfolding, covering us. And it was a life experience to do this live recording. I, several years ago, thought I would never make it this far in life. I had gone through a lot, and I can testify that His mercy, His grace, His love is always there, and He is present in every situation of our life. And it was such an amazing experience to be able to record this when it's been like 2 years in the making, and we never thought we would make it this far, but it was such an amazing experience. And I hope that this song is a testimony to someone who is going through something right now and they need that song of encouragement through what their circumstance may be. It could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be family abuse, but when they hear this song, I hope they hear that God's mercy is always unfolding.
Hello, my name is Mark Vilsaint, and I was the backup tenor in the live recording for Mercy Unfold. When you look out into the world today and see what people are doing and the things that are being committed, you start to worry because the young people are always being targeted. They're always the first target. They're always being thrown with all this stuff that's in front of them. But with great leadership and great support, you can see what happens when kids come together and are able to work and be able to be Christ-centered and be able to see the work that they can create and to lift up God's name.
Hi, I'm Natalie Ochoa, and I played main keys for As Mercy Unfolds. This song is honestly a testimony for me. I never thought that our song that we wrote 2 years ago would unfold in this way and that we would actually be producing it. I feel like this song is not just my testimony, but it really speaks for other people too. It tells about how God's love and His mercy is always flowing in our lives. And I don't think that I would be here today if it weren't for God's love and for His mercy. I hope that this song helps other people get through whatever they're going through, and that it helps people realize that they're not alone and that God's love and mercy is always there for them.
Hi, my name is 𝗧𝗵𝗲 I am the drummer. As Mercy Unfolds wasn't just a song to me, it wasn't just words. It wasn't a beat I played, but it was a song from my heart and my soul. Through my life, I did things that I thought no one would want me, or no one would love me, or I can't be forgiven. As God entered my life, I realized God is a forgiving God. He's a friend, He's a father, and there's no sin He can't forgive, and there's no one He can't forgive. And so as we sang and played this song, all those thoughts came flooding back in, and I thought, thank you, Jesus. Because if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here. When we sing that song, we're saying, God's mercy will continue unfolding.
Awesome. So this song is going to be out soon. I know it says now available, but it's actually not yet. You guys are getting ready to see basically you're seeing the back end of it now before it's actually been released. But this was a song that these kids put together and wrote themselves. And I'm not going to cry on you. Okay, I might cry on you. But the beautiful thing about it is when they put the song together and I was asked to work on this project, to myself, I was like, I don't know. I don't know what all this is going to entail. I don't know how much work is going to be involved considering these are kids doing this. And then I showed up for the live recording and was blown away. Absolutely blown away. I was like, these kids are super talented. And with all of the equipment that we had there at the church, it made the live recording so much easier. But as the days unfold, and we do a little bit more promotional for this song, I would encourage you all to go out and buy it because all of the proceeds for the song are going to go back into supporting the youth of our church. And it's great to know that there are still young people in this world that are trying to make a difference, a positive change in this world rather than other things. So yeah, as the days unfold and we begin to promote this, the song will be available soon. And I hope that you guys, whenever the song is officially released, that you at least check it out. So, yeah, the song is called As Mercy Unfolds, and it was put together by the youth group. So I'm very excited about it. With that being said, though, thank you all so much for showing up for tonight's live stream. I love each and every one of you, and I thank you for showing up. Remember that you can dream alone, you can even create alone, but together we can achieve so much more. Thank you, Paul, for allowing us to use your song. And this was just another testament of the fact that together we can achieve so much more. It was Paul who was very timid, very backward and shy to post his music, and thankfully he had some individuals with a little bit of tenacity, myself included, but mainly DJ, who was kind of like prompting him, hey, you need to get in there, you need to post some stuff. And we're so glad that you did, because you've blessed us with the music that has come and flown from your heart and allowed us to hear that. So that's awesome. Congratulations again. Take care, everybody. I love you guys. And until next time, I'll see you.